What's up, guys? So today we're going to be talking about the things I don't like about my Comanche. These are actually pretty particular to my specific Comanche itself. There's really not too many things I don't like about the truck, but I figured I would just kind of share with you guys kind of more particular on my truck than like just Comanches in general. My first complaint is when it's hot here in summer, the truck does not have AC. So that's kind of a bummer. With my TJ, I don't have AC, but it's not that big of a deal because I can just take the top off. With this truck, I don't have the opener side windows that open up, and then my rear window is the solid window, which I think looks great, but the slider would be nice, and then little vented windows would be great just to get some more airflow. It gets pretty hot in here with just these two windows open, which is kind of a bummer. Definitely think having AC would be nice. It's just one thing that once in a while does get kind of annoying, where it's like if it's super hot, I'm not taking the truck. So another thing that I wish that I'm not a huge fan of is the engine. While the engine in my truck's definitely reliable, it's a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder motor in it. Definitely a reliable engine, but I really wish the truck did have a 4-liter or a V8 or something along those lines. But even a 4-liter would be great, the inline 6. The 2.5 just really doesn't. It kind of adds to the character of this truck. It's a base model truck, which is kind of neat, but having a little bit more power would be nice. It's pretty decent on gas, which is nice, but I really do wish that I had the 4-liter inline 6 in it. At a minimum, a V8 would be awesome, but just the 2.5 just doesn't have the power. You know, it gets up and goes. It'll do 70, 75 on the freeway, no problem. Like I said, just a little bit more power, you know, better sound would be cool, but that's just kind of a small complaint about the engine. So another thing that I kind of dislike about the truck is kind of how beat up the interior is. So I believe the interior originally was tan, and the previous owner had painted it probably with like a vinyl paint type stuff, the stuff I've used on my TJ, and it's starting to wear out, and you know, a lot of the plastic pieces are busted on it. My dash is completely shot on it. I'm missing a seat belt over there, and then also the courtesy lights. So it's missing a bunch of things. So that's something I don't like about, and obviously this is just particular to this truck. I do like the design of the Comanche's interior. It's kind of nice, very simple, but nice. So I would like to get a new dash for her. Probably pull it out of a Cherokee, out of a junkyard or something along those lines. So I would like to, but yeah, I just wish the interior was just in a little bit better shape. You know, the speakers, you know, are kind of jacked up, but this is particular to this truck. So those are some things that I do need to fix, but I just figured I'd mention. That's just kind of something I wish it was just a little bit nicer on the inside in my particular truck anyway. So another thing I would say that I'm not the biggest fan of sometimes is the manual steering. Sometimes I enjoy it, like when you're cruising along, going into turns and corners, it's real precise, really nice, but sometimes, like, you know, maneuvering around in the driveway or going at low speeds in parking lots in the neighborhood, the manual steering is definitely, I mean, you're putting a lot of force to get that wheel to turn, especially when you're not moving at speed. Once you're up to speed, it's no problem at all. It's actually kind of nice. But when you're moving at low speeds, sometimes it can be a burden. That's just something that it's not the biggest deal. I don't know if I'll ever put power steering in the truck, but I just figured I'd kind of mention it, that sometimes it can be a pain that it's manual steering. All right, so the last thing that's particular to this truck, definitely the paint color. It looks great, like in this kind of lighting. Once it kind of gets dark, it kind of turns burgundy, and I'm not a huge fan of the burgundy color. Someday I would like to paint the truck white, and I'll put a picture up right now of kind of the idea, the look I'd like to make this truck look. But not necessarily a terrible color. I mean, the paint's, it's a new paint job, which is really nice, but that is something I definitely would like to upgrade, would be just to paint the truck white. I think the Comanches look best in white. But anyway, guys, those are just going to be just a couple things I don't like about the truck. Like I said, it's particular to my truck. There's really nothing I don't like about the truck. It's definitely one of my favorite cars I have, and yeah, it's great. So just a couple, you know, nitpicky things here and there, but I figured I'll let you guys know just some of those things. But anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Definitely consider subscribing. That helps me out a bunch, guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video.